Good day, Market Chameleons, and everyone joining us for the first time. Thanks for coming by and checking out the Market Chameleon live show. Before we get started, let's take a look at the share disclaimer. Be aware that neither Demitri, myself, or Market Chameleon are registered investment advisors or a broker dealer. If you're searching for investment advice, please reach out to a licensed professional. This show, as all our shows, is for informational purposes only concerning Market Chameleon tools and products. One last look at the disclaimer. And let's get ready to welcome Demitri to the stage. D, you there? All right, we're having a little bit of a issue. Oh, there's Demitri. How you doing, Dima? D, you're muted.
Oh, hey, Will.
Oh, perfect. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Will?
Good.
So
today we're going to be talking about the SPX Premarket options activity.
Yeah, let me see. You did the disclaimer already?
Yep, disclaimer's been done.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Let me know if you see my screen, Will.
Yep, it's up.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So I think today, quickly, what we'll do is take a look at SPX option activity, because SPX as an index traded on the CBOE has options trades outside of regular trading hours, between 9:30 and 4 o'clock. So we could get some insights on the options trading activity in SPX, pre-market. So let's take a look at that. And to do that, we could type in SPX in the search box. This will bring us to the SPX main page. Right now, it defaults to the option chain because SPX it's an index, and it doesn't. SPX itself is not tradable underlying on the exchange, but the options are. So this defaults to the options chain. And what we'll do is take a look at the summary of the trading activity so far. So you could see here these option chain over here in SPX as of 8:45 a.m. So this is before regular trading hours started, but there's already trading going on in these options. And you could see here the volumes, and the calls and puts. And these are the different expirations available for options trading. And there's some options volume almost in every one of these expirations. So to get a summary of the options trades, we have two different tools. One we separate for single leg option trades, which are just orders of buy or sell, call or put. And then we have multi-leg trades, which are orders that involve a strategy or more than one leg, such as a call spread. It could be butterfly or condor. So let's take a look first at the single leg trades to get a quick sense of what's going on. And to do that, on this left-hand side in the menu, we're going to click on single leg dashboard. And this will take us to a page that breaks down those single leg trades. I'm going to click on the menu to minimize it and expand our screen. And quickly, what we could see here is that we break down that trading volume into different types of analytics here in all these boxes. And the top one here, the top 5 most active, let's just see the top 5 most active options that have with single leg option trades. So this filters out the multi-leg trades, and we could see here the July 23rd 6,350 call traded 2,844 single leg trades for VWAP price of 312. And here are the top 5. All of them are in that July 23rd 0 DTE expiration. And these are the cumulative option volume. So this isn't a single trade, but this adds up all the different trades. It could be a 1 lot contract, a 2 lot, 10 lot, 100 lot. This is accumulation of all those trades to show us the top 5 most active. And if you wanted to go and look deeper into it, just click on this link and it'll take you back to the options chain to that expiration. Another thing quickly, what we could do is I'm going to kind of skip over some of these boxes. We've talked about them before, but just to look at, to point us to what's trading. There are these notable trades, and these are looking at the biggest trades that we detected that appeared to come from one order. So on July 23rd, 6,355 call, we saw a 200 lot trade for $1.80 VWAP price, and we make interpretations on that if the incoming order looks like a buy or sell based on many factors. So this appeared to be an incoming buy order. You could see here on August 4th, 5,500 put traded 198 times. That looked like all one trade for a VWAP price of 85 cents. And this appears to be a incoming sell order. So these are a little bit different than the top 5 most active because these are looking for a trade that appears to be coming from one order. And that one order could have gotten executed by getting chopped up against the order book. So we accumulated those, or it could have been just one execution, let's say of 200 contracts, where one buyer and one seller got matched up, but it could be one buyer that gets matched up against an order book of one big order. And here you see some of them, one of them is in August, one of them goes out to December 19th, 5,800 put. Looks like 149 contracts for a VWAP price of 101.40 cents. And just going here, it allows us, the options, what it does is just gives us a summary and points out certain things where we could go and look into deeper and further. But this helps us kind of analyze that options chain from a different perspective, because if we look just at the options chain, we'll come back to it. We have these prices and volume, but then we have to kind of figure out what's going on. There's lots of data here to analyze, lots of different strikes, lots of different expirations, volume on each one of them. These could be single leg trades, these could be multi-leg trades. So just looking at the options chain by itself without deeper analysis would be very difficult to figure out quickly, well, what are people doing? What's going on? Where are they targeting any specific expirations, any specific strikes? Are they doing any specific types of strategies that stand out? It would take a long time for someone to just figure that out, looking, at an options chain, does data, and digging deeper. So this gives us quick summaries to point things out. So looking at it, we're seeing these options trading, different strikes, different expirations. Were there any particular strategies like spreads or whatever that traded? And what were they? How much traded? Do we see any kind of maybe pattern there or something interesting that sticks out? Again, that would be hard to do just looking at this options chain, because we would have to open up each one of these different options. And so for the ticket, look through the trades, what's going on, were they multi-leg trades, auto executions. If they were multi-leg trades, well, where's the other leg of the trade? So you could see this would be very time consuming here to figure all this out. And as traders, we kind of want to try to get those summaries quick so we have an understanding what's going on. So to do that, let's look at our multi-leg trade analyzers on the left-hand side. Again, we have this menu. We could click on multi-leg trades, and what this, I'm going to click on the menu again to minimize and expand our screen. And what this does is go through that analysis for us, looks for the multi-leg trades, matches them up, interprets what's the most likely strategy, what's going on, if it traded multiple times, if it traded one time, what were the prices, what were the reference prices in the index, and so forth. So let's slide down here. And as you can see here, there are 976 unique spreads or combinations. This is right now sorted by the most contracts, so you could tab through them as so. You could expand this. This shows by default top 5, or you could filter these out up here by types of spreads that we detected. Okay, if you're looking for just put spreads, call spreads, you could see these are the number of contracts, and these are the different unique types of put spreads. So, for example, on the put spread, there are a total of 8,626 contracts that we detected involved in put spread trades, and 290 different unique combinations. So a unique combination can be a put spread that has different strikes, or a put spread that it could have same strikes but different expirations. So they're some way unique from each other. I'm going to close this. And the top one here, we could see traded at 6:29:35 a.m. So very early, but it traded multiple times. We saw it trade between 6:29:35 and 6:34:56 a.m. Total of 2,600 contracts. We saw this unique combination trade 7 different times, and we classified this as a diagonal call spread. So it was the August 15th, September 19th expiration. So diagonal involves 2 different expirations and 2 different strikes. So it was the August 15th, 6,450 call, and the September 19th, 6,650 call. That's why it's a diagonal spread. You could see the days to expiration. The August 15th has 23 days to expiration. The September 19th has 58 days. And if we wanted to look deeper into it, if you click on that open button, it will fetch the details. So you can see here, these are the different times you traded, the amount, different amount. And if you click on those details, you could keep drilling down more and more. So these are the 2 different legs, August 15th, September 19th. This is the actual coming down to the time in sales of each leg. So you see they both traded at the same time, simultaneously, 284 each. And this was the price of each leg that traded, and so forth. So let me close that. And if you close this, you know what? Let me just really quickly come back to it. Another thing we could check is, did this diagonal spread trade prior to this morning ever? So historically, we found that it did trade on July 21st and July 22nd, 5,800 contracts on July 22nd, 1,000 on July 22nd for these prices. So potentially it could be someone closing out. It's possible we won't know until tomorrow with the open interest changes, or it could be someone we won't know till tomorrow accumulating more of that same spread. But we do see that the prices that it traded before were 850, the 850, $5.20. I'm sorry, here's the prices. VWAP price of $8.66, VWAP price of $5.26, and today VWAP price of $6.88. Okay, I'm going to close that. And I think I'm going to stop there, not to confuse with too many different features and tools. But what we did go over today was how do we go to the SPX, look for the options trading activity in a pre-market. We found them at 6 a.m. How do we find those activities and get a quick summary of what's going on, either separating either single leg trade activity. We saw what the top 5 most active options are, top 5 most notable trades, or looking for the top activity using multi-leg trades. So yeah, well, I'm throwing it back to you.
Yeah, that was a great synopsis of the pre-market trade in SPX. It is amazing that product trades when everything else is closed, so you can really get an idea of what the market is, what people are trying to do in the market who want to participate before the opening. Thanks, Steve, for bringing this to the Chameleon community. Welcome back. Thanks, everyone, for joining us after a couple days off. Have a great day, my friend.
Thanks, you too, Will.
All right.
Stay safe, everyone.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow, D. Thanks for bringing these shows to us. All right, everyone. Thank you to Demitri again for bringing this to the Chameleon community. Thanks to all the Chameleons for joining. Everyone have a safe trading day out there, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.